Hello, hello, hello.
We're live.
And welcome to the fifth day of Freedom.
That's right.
We are going live every day through Christmas. And the through line of this series is money, getting your money straight. Let's say this out loud because a lot of people feel it but don't have the language for it.
That's right. For many people, look, life in America is not just hard. It is expensive just to survive, not to thrive, not to get ahead, but just to stay afloat, y'all. I know that, right?
We're not talking about this from a distance. We've lived it for decades. We paid the high rents before we purchased a home,
That's right.
the high healthcare costs,
Uh-huh.
and the high transportation costs.
And let's not forget the food costs.
Ooh,
Food costs in America have always been high compared to the rest of the world, but now, y'all, they are out of control.
control.
I mean, what did I get? I got a wing meal. Wings. I like wings from Popeye.
Ain't no meat on no wing.
I got a wing meal at Popeyes, the meal, right, with the fries and the whatever and the drink that I didn't drink because it didn't taste like they had cleaned out the ice filter. So it was just disgusting. I did not eat the food. The dog did not want the food. And it was damn near $25. $25. Rick and I can get 2 meals here with starters and a dessert to share and maybe 2 glasses of wine for less money than that. Truly, 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 truly here in Lisbon, Portugal. And not not outside of the city in the suburbs way out. No, we live in the heart of Lisbon, Portugal, and we pay that for 2 full meals all day long, right?
Yeah.
Because we really did do, all of us watching probably did do everything that we were told to do, right? We got the good jobs, we got the education, right? We got the certifications, we got the good jobs. We tried to keep our credit good, right?
Keep that credit good.
And playing by the rules, right? Playing by the rules, and still, it seems like our financial life is still so fragile.
Yeah.
I mean, we were never like $400 away from a disaster like a lot of Americans, but we were definitely about 4 paychecks away from a disaster. No joke.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to talk about why we are no longer 4 paychecks away from a disaster and how geo arbitrage has changed the situation for us. And we think it can change the situation for you if this is something that you need to do with firm. Hey, y'all. My name's Alisi.
And I'm Rick. Welcome to our Black Utopia.
On our channel, we talk about money. We talk about travel and life abroad. We help folks who look like us, who are getting close to retirement age and maybe forgot to plan. We help you get your money straight so that you can retire on time or maybe even abroad.
Abroad is good. Early is even better with traveling.
Right? All right, sweetheart. What are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about the hidden financial costs of living in America. Tonight we're doing three things.
Yep.
First, we're naming the hidden cost of living in America.
Yep.
The ones that people don't put in the brochure.
Hello. Second, we're connecting those costs back to why emergency funds disappear so fast.
And third, we're explaining why where you live is a financial decision, not a lifestyle preference.
Not necessarily. All right. So for those of you who are new to our channel, you might not know.
Might not.
Back in 2018, Rick and I got a wake-up call. We were getting close to retirement age. We looked at our savings, our budget and everything. And look, y'all, our money did look crazy.
It was crazy.
That was for Action BJ. But we got our financial act together and we went from negative 22,000 to over 1.1 million in net worth. And y'all, if we can do that, you can do it too. All right. And so if any of that sounds interesting to you, we need you to subscribe. It's free. It's free, y'all. Subscribe.
Give it that thumbs up.
And hit that notification bell twice so that you know every single time we go live or drop a new video. All right. Let's get back into it because, today is usually our Thursday short where we answer one question but take no questions from the audience like we do on Sundays where it's more like a town hall. So, but today, since we're doing our Christmas Freedommas, We're going to continue on with this series about money. Y'all, the one thing that eliminates opportunities, the one thing that eliminates choices is your money. Okay. And we want you to have all the choices and all the money that you desire. Right?
For us.
There's plenty to go around, y'all.
Okay.
This is not a zero-sum game. Do not let
it's
them
not.
white folks tell you this is a zero-sum game. All right? It's not. There is enough to go around. There is enough for everyone. All right. What makes America so expensive?
Plug us in here.
Oh, we were about to lose power, y'all.
No, we weren't. We got.
Okay, now we got it. Okay.
Good.
What makes America so expensive? When people talk about cost of living, they usually mean like rent or groceries or things like that. But that's not the only issue, right, sweetheart?
No, it's not. The real cost of living in America is how many things you have to pay for out of pocket.
That's right. Immediately.
With no buffer.
Exactly. Like healthcare. Even when you have insurance, first of all, the co-pays in America with all that expensive insurance that y'all pay for are like double what the co-pays that we pay.
And hold on a minute. Because I just had an MRI and x-rays. And you know how much it cost me out of pocket? €69.
Which is about $75.
69 euro.
MRI, y'all.
I had an MRI when I was in the States, and it cost me damn near $3,000.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have to pay that though.
Oh, yes, we did.
Did we pay that?
Yes, we did.
Oh, see.
That was our cost.
And you know what? I know what I did because I know I saw that bill and I got pissed off and I said, I'm gonna send y'all $10 in good faith, and then next month I'm gonna send you another $10. I'm sure that's what I did. Because it would piss me off. Like you pay all of this money for insurance, and then you get a bill from the lab, you get a bill from the doctor, you get a bill from the clinic, and all these damn bills. It does not work that way in the rest of the world, y'all. Not necessarily. No. And it certainly doesn't here.
And guess what? The MRI machine that they used on me here in Lisbon, Portugal, was the same GE MRI machine that they shove you in the United States.
Exactly.
So why is it so damn expensive?
The mammogram, ladies, the mammogram machine was General Electric, the same one that they were using on me in Denver. It was the same, looked the same brand. That's for doggone.
Well, our electricity might be a little bit more costly. So you think they was offsetting that cost?
It might be the electricity because they don't want to invest in the grid. Oh, and they've got the data centers all in there, raising everybody's electricity. But I don't know, like electricity that damn expensive, from $69 or $75 to $3,000. And this was a long time ago, y'all, because we've been living here almost 4 years.
Yes.
Can you believe that? It's almost been 4 years. Or we're going on 4 years anyway. The other thing is transportation. Nearly every single city that you live in the United States, you need a car. Nearly everyone. And don't be west of the Mississippi, because then I know you need one, except for maybe Chicago. And I mean Chicago proper. Yeah. Not out there, where them big houses are. Out in the suburb. That's not what I'm talking about, right? Car is just not optional, right? What else?
Housing, insurance, maintenance fees, taxes, repairs, and childcare.
Elder care, right? So when you're looking at housing, y'all, I'm going to say housing here in Lisbon is expensive relative to everything else. Yeah. It is. But you can get affordable housing just going 15 minutes on the train outside the city. You can get a lot lower price. Go that way, go that way, go that way. You can get a lower price.
In beautiful areas.
It's all
very
beautiful.
Nice areas.
It's all beautiful.
And on the beach.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah.
Actually, it's cheaper to live by the beach than it is to live in the city center.
It truly is.
It really is. All right. So, but here's the thing. It gets offset by all of these other things. All right. So even if you own a home or own a condo apartment here in Portugal and in a lot of other places, so maybe the housing is not 50% cheaper. Maybe it's only 25% cheaper. But then the insurance is going to be less expensive. The maintenance is going to be less expensive. Hiring someone to come in and fix the stuff and all of those things, that's going to be less expensive. The taxes are probably going to be less expensive as well. All right. Repairs, definitely, because the amount of money that we pay per hour here is less. So that's going to be less expensive. I always overpay. Like, we have a housekeeper. I'm not sure what she charges. I pay her $10. I pay her €10 per hour. I pay her €10 per hour. So it's usually about 35, €40. And she does the windows. She cleans the oven.
I looked in there the other day. She was on her knees cleaning the floors in the bedroom. I was like, whoa.
She's good.
She's very good.
She's good. And so, I could not afford to do that. In Denver, we were paying $140 back in during the pandemic and after. Okay. $140 just to clean our main floor and one upstairs bathroom. So I didn't have a family room. So we had living room, we had dining room and kitchen and powder room, and then one full bathroom upstairs that they were cleaning, and $140 back in 2021, 2022. I don't know what they're charging today, because when something goes wrong, right? When something goes wrong, when something breaks down and all this stuff, right? You got to pay, and you got to pay now, right? There's no wiggle room. There's no grace period for a crisis or anything like that. So all of this, right? We were talking about the emergency fund and all of that stuff day 4, 2 days ago? Or no, yesterday. Whew. Yesterday.
So this is why emergency funds get wiped out so fast in the U.S.
And that's why we still have 2 years worth of living expenses in our emergency fund, because we live here. I don't think that would be the case. First of all, we would not have been able to retire in the United States.
No.
We would have had to keep working for another 5 years or so or more. That's just a fact. And I wasn't willing to do that. I was not willing to do that. So we needed to find a place. And here's the thing. Here is the clue. This is the magic sauce that is so obvious, but we forget. We think about all the stuff we want and this and that and the other, as opposed to, because that's material stuff, as opposed to saying, okay, I have a $3,000 pension today. Is there a place in the world that I can live and be happy on $3,000 a month?
I bet you there is.
I bet you there is, because Rick and I live here in Lisbon, Portugal, and our basic needs plus entertainment and some clothing is under $3,000 a month, and our health insurance and all of the stuff that we need. The only thing it's not is the additional travel and stuff like that. Okay. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I'm letting y'all know, because it's not that people are irresponsible, and it's really, really easy to get into the blame game, right? And to be judgmental. But it's not necessarily that people are irresponsible, but because every shock costs more in the United States.
Yes.
A medical issue costs more. Death costs more. Time off work costs more. Leaving the house costs more, right? Half the places that y'all work, they want to limit the time you have off. They don't want to pay you half the time. Too many people are contract hires and things like that. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. Let me tell you, here and in other places where they believe in humanity, we have a friend who had a job here. And when she, hurt her knee or whatever have you, they're like, okay, how much time you need? How much time you need? You need 2 weeks? You need 3 weeks? That did not count against her vacation. As a matter of fact, they told her, look, you working too hard and you haven't taken enough time off. So this was even before she got, hurt. They said, look, you need to take some time off. You're going to get paid, but you must take this time off.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a couple of days. It was like 3 weeks. And how long had she been working there? Like 9 months?
Yeah. Not even a full year.
Not even a full year. And they mandated, look, you will not work another day till you take some days off. We Americans ain't used to that stuff. right? Even moving costs more in America, right? It's like a high penalty country.
Yeah, you get penalized
for everything.
Just for when life happens.
Right? You get penalized.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the answer? A medical issue doesn't mean financial free fall. It does not mean bankruptcy when you don't live in America, right? We told you how much healthcare costs, his MRI costs. Y'all, I got um, exploratory surgery, minor surgery. It just took, an hour, whatever. Not even that long. I was there for 2 hours or 3 hours, but that's because I was out. They were probably only working on me for about 15 or 20 minutes. I have no idea. But in any event, without insurance, I don't know why it can't be this simple in the United States.
I don't understand
right?
that either.
They told me exactly to the penny how much it was going to cost. And then they said, with insurance, with your insurance, once they approve it, exactly how much it was going to cost. The original price was 3,000 euro, like 3,004 euro and 13 cents, like to the penny. And they said, and I was like, look, if they don't approve it, I'm just going to pay that.
Right.
But with insurance, and they did approve it, it was $350. I went under, y'all. I went under. With a thing down my throat. I'd never done that before. I mean, they don't even do that when you're pregnant and stuff like that, right? In some places, you don't need a car to function.
No.
Right?
You don't.
Because we thought, when we came here, we thought we were going to get scooters.
Yeah, we were looking at getting scooters, and it kind of got scary once we saw how folks be driving. But now we're kind of used to it.
Yeah, we're used to it now.
It just takes time to get used to it, and it's like, okay, now I can see what's what.
It's when we went to, where were we? Were we in Medellin? Where were we? Oh, no. It was Cartagena. And we're like, oh, hell no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's like, first of all the taxis and all the Ubers beep. They just honk. When they see anybody, they just honk. Like, notice me. Do you want me to pull up? Yep.
No.
And the turnaround, the people didn't seem to understand how to do the turnabouts. It would, But see, once again, we thought that about here too. We were like, oh, hell no. We ain't
driving in a foreign country is totally different from driving in America.
It is.
It truly is.
We've done it before. I even did it in South Africa on the wrong side of the road, y'all. But I don't relish it. And think about how much a car costs. I don't have to, if I'm cooking something, I was like, oh, dang, I thought we had more milk. Get the keys, go into the garage or go down to the garage, depending upon what kind of house or apartment you have, right? Then go to no, I just go downstairs, go 3 doors down to one of the chain grocery stores, or I've got the fruiterias in between, and boom. And I'm back literally in like 6 minutes. Unless there's a line. But it's right there. It's right there. It feels so good. When we look out, when we go, there's cafes, there's restaurants, literally within a 5-minute walk of our house. There's a plethora. I just cannot tell you.
Yeah.
A plethora. We've got lookout points that have like wine gardens and stuff like that. They've got the chairs out there and you can look out and see the lights and all that. They serve you wine and snacks and all. This is our life, y'all. Without a car, without that $300 to $700 payment. Now they're talking about 10-year, not leases, but car loans.
Car loans, yeah.
10 years for a car that won't even last more than 6 in most cases. Come on now.
And then our transportation cards. For the cost of a transportation card, I mean, come on.
For public transportation.
How much did you pay for parking your car? If you work in a downtown area and your job does not pay for your car to be parked, how much do you pay a month for parking?
Exactly. And so you're paying anywhere from $300 to $700, $800 a month just for the car.
Just for your car.
If you weren't smart. And then you got to pay for car insurance. Yes. And then you've got to pay to house it. So you're paying all of this money for something that you really only use about 10 to 20% of the time. 80 to 90% of the time is sitting somewhere. Think about that. think about paying all of that money for something that is only used 20% of the time. And then in Denver, with their little sad public transportation system, the monthly card was like, I want to say about $178 per month. Way back. When was I buying that? Well, before the pandemic. No, yeah, before the pandemic. So like 2019, 2020. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
170 and barely went anywhere. $178 per month. Here, mine is 40 euro.
Mine is 20 euro. And for that 20 euro, I can catch the bus, I can catch the train, I can catch the ferry, I can catch trams up and down. I can ride a bicycle, electric.
The scooter.
I can ride a scooter.
Ain't going to.
Electric.
Ain't going to.
So, it's in.
And the trolleys.
And then if I want to travel on a train throughout the country, I can spend another 20 euros and get a pass on the big rail line.
Yeah, they go like to different cities, the regional.
If I want to go to Porto, if I want to go to Coimbra.
Down to the Algarve or something, right?
So, transportation.
So 60 euro per month for transportation. And then, a little bit of additional for some Ubers here and there. If it's raining, we got a lot of groceries or what have you. When we went to IKEA to get some heavy stuff, we took an Uber back.
Yeah, take an Uber back.
But even that, let's talk about that. Because in LA, I went, if you know LA, I went from the Village Green apartments to the Rouse right there on Obama Boulevard. That's literally 2 blocks.
Yeah, it's like a 10, 15 at the most
minute
walk. At the most.
At the most.
And that's walking slow.
Yes. And the Uber ride, and the only reason I took an Uber is because it was late at night, cost me over $10 to go 2 blocks. Really? So I didn't even take it back. I ran back. I just ran back because I was like, okay, catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. We just came from the other side of town, 4 years later, and our Uber was like 6 euro.
Yeah.
And it was a 20-minute drive. And the traffic was just so-so. So look, it does not have to cost an arm and a leg to live well, to live like you need to live, right? Yeah. In some places, housing doesn't even require 3 months of cash up front or anything like that, okay? Now, for foreigners here, I'm going to tell you, we put 5 months up. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that right off. I told you housing here is a little bit more expensive. But our utilities, what do we pay? Here we pay, and electricity is expensive here compared to relative to the other costs. And yet, we have not, this is a smaller place. We had a big house. That's the other thing. In other countries, they don't have central air and central heating. Why? Because why are you heating rooms you're not living in that, at that moment, right? And so most other countries, they have like mini splits. They have every room has its own heater / AC. That way, you're only heating or cooling the room that you're in.
That you're in, you're right.
So I can't really compare the cost because we had a 4-bedroom house in Denver. But our electricity is never more than about the most expensive it's been, like at the coldest of winter, maybe 80 euro, 90 euro. And our landlord was like, why is it so expensive? I'm like, look, I'm going to use my heat.
You get cool. You get cold. Like,
I'm going to use my heat. You might be used to this, but I'm going to use my heat. And when we say cold, we're not talking about Colorado cold. No. We're talking about Southern California cold, y'all.
It's more a chill.
It's 58 degrees here, and it's 10:30 at night. So that's not cold. That is not cold, all right? But let's keep talking about the utilities. We've got cable and fast internet. That's 38 euro. Oh, it comes with a landline that we don't use. Yeah. That's 38 euro. Our water, the last water bill was like, and it's every month. Like it's more expensive than Mexico. Our water is definitely, because this price they usually pay for 2 or 3 months. But I think our last water bill was like 18 euro. And in Mexico, that's like a 2 month to 3 month bill. So I said water, electricity, cable, and that's it. That's it. And then our cell phones are separate. We could have it all bundled. And we know people who have the bundle plans. We don't, because our stuff is in our landlord's name, and I'm not dealing with it. But we know people who've gotten the bundle, and they've gotten 2 cell phones, all you can eat, plus the cable and the fast internet, and probably a landline that they don't use. And it's usually about the same price. About the price that we're paying for our cell phones. It's usually about 60 to 70 euro per month. That's it. For the cell phones, yes. And the cable and the internet, y'all. It's time to leave America. I think you're figuring that out. It's time to leave America. This is not about things being cheaper.
No.
Because cheaper to me says less quality as well. Things are less expensive. It's about lower financial exposure, especially when it comes to healthcare. And this is the thing. All of us are going to need to see a doctor at some point. I don't care how healthy you are. I don't care how well you eat and all of this stuff.
Well, you need to.
Right?
Period.
I mean, right? And just besides physicals, though.
We don't know what goes on inside of us. There's hidden things. So.
Exactly. When something goes wrong, you do not want to have that kind of financial exposure. All right. And for the sandwich generation,
this matters even more, because when a parent gets sick or a child needs help, you pay twice, once for them, once for you.
So geography can either multiply this stress or dial it down. All right. If you move to Switzerland is probably going to multiply that stress, unless you're a millionaire, cajillionaire. And I don't mean like net worth. I mean cash, liquid. Or it can dial down, right? You can move to France, you can move to Germany, you can move to Spain, you can move to Portugal and bring that cost down.
Croatia.
Yeah. I mean, even France, y'all. Paris, France is less expensive than most of the cities in the United States. Paris, France. I know. Paris, France is less expensive than most of the major cities in the United States.
Well, didn't they say Lisbon was one of the most costly cities in
Europe?
EU?
In Europe, but it's not. That's the housing.
The housing
is probably more expensive than most of the Western European countries. But we've been to these other countries, and they're lying. When a hamburger is $25 in Brussels is expensive, y'all. Belgium is expensive. That's why I didn't mention it. That's not less expensive. You can get here in Portugal. When we first got here and we were in Coimbra, Rick got hamburger, fries, and a beer. Not no frozen, handmade by mama back in the kitchen at little mom and pop restaurant for €3.50. You heard me right. €3.50. When you go in the grocery store and you want to buy a little bottle of water, it's usually about 46 cents. I'm just saying, right? So whether you're relocating domestically, I don't even know, we were talking in Beyond the Bling, or maybe it was behind the scenes with our members, with the channel members. Somebody's from down south, Alabama and stuff. And they were talking about, look, the time for moving down south for cheaper, those days may be over. So I don't know, because I'm not there. But we do know a lot of folks move from more expensive places in the United States to less expensive places in order to live the life that they wanted, or retire early.
There's a question I didn't want to answer, but we can answer it later on before we leave.
How do you deal with travel anxiety?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just talk about it right now?
Oh, okay. I can't see the name.
Christine,
you were asking.
We usually don't do this, Christine.
Yeah. How to deal with travel anxiety? Go to your doctor. What I used to always do.
Very long flight when I leave, and I'm so afraid I don't want to have a panic attack.
So what I used to do, because God, flying used to just drive me crazy, and I would go to my doctor when I went to my yearly checkup, and if I was doing any traveling that year, I'd talk to her, and she would prescribe me a prazolam. It's a form of Xanax. It's a generic form of Xanax. And she'd give me the smallest dosage that they make, and it worked. I would take one pill before I boarded a plane, 30 minutes or whatever.
I thought at first you were taking half.
I took half, or I take a pill, and it chilled me out. And now to the point where I don't take anything.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it now. It's like, okay. And you know, the thing about it, if you're on long flights, like when we went to Thailand and we go to South Africa, those are long
flights, 10 hours, 12
Oh
hours.
my goodness. And a lot of times, you know, you try to keep yourself up. So when you get on a plane, you just go to sleep. You're just exhausted.
That's what I do. Especially, you know, regardless of when the flight is, I try to get as least amount of rest as possible. So by the time I'm on there, I don't really get anxiety when I fly. Once in a while I have, and I've just prayed my way through it. Yeah. Another thing is Tylenol PM.
Tylenol PM works too. Oh yeah,
right.
It'll knock you out. But yeah, just you know, you get over it after a while.
Exactly.
So, exactly. But talk to your doctor.
All right. So relocating domestically or internationally. This is what geo arbitrage is all about, right? You're trying to move to a place that better fits your lifestyle. Also, you want to move to a place that treats you better than what you're being treated like right now. Right? We're not talking about running away. This is risk management, y'all. Just like savings, right? Just like health insurance, just like having more than one income stream. Where you live determines how hard, how costly life hits when it hits.
Yeah.
Right?
For real.
All right.
Yeah. For most people, the first step is not packing up and moving. It's creating options, adding reliable, controllable income.
Right.
That travels with you. So when you need to adjust, you can.
This is why the Side Hustle Challenge focuses on cash flow. All right. We're not talking about a hobby. We are talking about building a mini business that will supplement and or replace your income if you need it to. Okay. It's not a hustle. This is not chaos.
It's optionality.
Exactly. We are trying to create options for you. All right. The reason why we were able to go from LA to Querétaro, Mexico, right, to Panama City, to Medellin, then to Cartagena, and then to Curacao, and then back to Querétaro, and then back to LA is because of Our Black Utopia. But we've always had a side hustle. Rick and I have had a side hustle. The side hustle is what brought us together. We started our relationship with the side hustle. All right. America is too damn expensive to survive, y'all.
It truly is. You know, it's not a personal failure. It's a structural reality.
All right. Geography is a financial decision. It's a financial decision. And ignoring that
decision costs people years.
We'll keep breaking this down for y'all. All right.
We're going to keep doing it.
We'll keep breaking this down between now and Christmas. We're going to continue every single day. We will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And we will see you on Saturday at the same time. And then we will see you on Sunday at our regular time. All right. Which is 1:30 Mountain Time, 3:30 Eastern time.
So remember, tomorrow we're not late like we are tonight.
Yeah, today's a regular day.
Today's a regular day.
Right.
Tomorrow we start earlier.
Well, yeah, we'll start earlier. Okay. If you need help, the Side Hustle Challenge information is in the description below. If you would like to join Beyond the Bling, which is our financial freedom program for late bloomers just like ourselves, that information also is in the description below. We also offer one-on-one coaching. Where is that information? In the description below. Yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you. And also it's in the chat because Action VJ just put it in there. So thank you, Action VJ. And thank all of you who came out to watch. We saw y'all were here early. We see you in the chat. And Sunday we will have a town hall where we'll take lots of questions and things like that. So come with your questions, but we will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We love y'all. Bye.